Welcome back to the mighty Milky Brown, and welcome back to M Hood Fishing. Mississippi River is looking milky. It's looking milky and brown right now. Yeah, you're right. It's a little cool. The water, a little colder than I thought it would be. It's not bad. It is milky brown. It's dirty. And it's higher than the last time I was at this spot. We're going to do a bit of a before and after on the setup here. Here we are before I set up. So this is just over 11 feet. So we have an incoming tide. High tide is at just a little over 9, a little past 9 p.m., 9:06, something like that. So it's probably going to come up a little more up to here. This is, what time is it? It's backyard of 4 p.m. It's like maybe 4:30, 4:45. Maybe even right up on top of 5, I'm not sure. However, this is a sunset session. We're not going past that. Last night we had major swarms of termites. Probably will have that tonight as well. Therefore, I don't really want to hang out. I'll be cruising through termites getting down the back of my shirt, but I don't want to be sitting here fishing during it. So we're gonna leave. Yeah, you get it. But here we go. This is our pit of magic. This is where we're going to be working mostly, but I had to bring these so the rods will be out there in the water, but this should stay dry so I don't have to be constantly having prune feet. But I bet you I will anyway. Nonetheless, I bet we will have prune feet. So let's look around. Our sewage manhole cover is still here. Someone moved that stinky mildewy chair over here. That's a shop vac that I sit on or have been sitting on. We'll put bait in that. Let's walk underneath the sword of Damocles, sword of willow. That's going to come down eventually at some point. Best place to park. Bit of a walk, but not too far. All the way over here. This is new. Pretty cool looking. Over here in the sunshine, you really get an idea of just how dirty this water is. This is from so many bad storms up north. Yep. Quick look underneath the structure here where it comes up onto the bank. People always ask me, are you scared of alligators? What about alligators? Are you terrified of alligators? What do you do when you see alligators? I'm not. I'm actually mortified by the unicorn serpents much more than I am the alligators. 3 rods. Not sure if I will fish all 3, but I have 3. They have different purposes, but in some ways same purpose, right? Well, they all share one thing in common. They're here to catch fish. But one could be just for shrimp and night crawler, and one could go either way. But that one right there, the yellow and green one, the twitch and whisker tournament rod that was sent to me, that will always be looking for a big cat with a big piece of cut bait, or, you know, in general, a piece of cut bait. As far as pieces of cut bait go, however, I don't have too many pieces. I'll need to get some. I'm going to do these as needed. That's going to take the twitch and whisker rod, so we need to do something about its security. This is my tip of the day. If just pushing it in, sitting it in, isn't working to your satisfaction, if you have another one of these, just as such, just as I'm doing, it helps to walk around, end up getting it more even that way. It's all right that it's kind of angled back a little bit. You don't have to hit it hard. It's going in. couple of little things like that. I'll take one of them and cut it in half. Probably got some strong current out there. Maybe not too bad, but we're going to use a 4-ounce lead and a 6-aught octopus. This is 80-pound braid. That tug might be underway. Because I'm a little suspicious, thinking maybe they're under or about to be underway, because they just started making more noise over there and moving around, I'm going to hold back on casting and just get a couple of things together. Get this ready now. If they are underway, it's taking too much time for me. I'm going to go ahead and get this out. I'm ready to rock. Nice. I wanted to get it towards the end, but not necessarily casting directly at the end, because as this sinks, it's drifting to the end, and hopefully it stops. We're probably going to rub up against these willows you see right here. Sometimes with these boats, the process of getting underway is super quick. Other times there's a slow build up to it, but sometimes when they just take off, which eventually they will take off, sometimes that causes the fish to just scatter, right? But when it's a slow build up, they start, at first they're just running their onboard generator, which is not too loud, and then they turn on the main engine, which gets louder all of a sudden, and then they start running the prop, but they're not underway quite yet. But see, they're moving around right now. If you look, you might not be able to see, but they are churning the water. They're in place in churning the water behind the boat. So it's a slow process, and fish are just, it bothers the fish, that activity, and they're moving around. So I was thinking if they were about to leave, I would just wait, but it looks like a slow build up to leaving. So we're just gonna chill and observe the water in front of me. I don't want to just go out there and just start casting willy-nilly. I want something to bring me out there, a sign of life. Hopefully once they do take off, which it looks like they're doing right now, hopefully that doesn't cause this bait I have out to drift any further, because a little more to the right, I think I'm clear of it. But if you cast to right at the end or just past it at the angle here, you're going to drift into a revetment. But if you cast and you hit just before it, just before this side of the end, and this back before the end this way, just a few feet back to the left, and then back behind it, as you drift, you're going to stay away from all that. And hopefully I have done the correct application here. And there they go. See, look, they're moving a lot of water out there, and there's debris that boat was holding that is now kicked loose. The big log I see that got kicked loose from them setting off. Hopefully I'm all right. You never know, them taking off like that could have caused fish to scatter towards my bait. So I'm watching the rod and the water in front of us. Perhaps all along it was later than I thought, because I just looked. It's 5:34. There goes the auto yacht. We'll see it several times. I don't really like the river when it's this color, but at this time of the year, it's not an absolute deal breaker. I do expect things to be slow. Got a bit of a slack line. It's kind of a lazy one. Almost didn't notice it. I do expect things to be slow up until real close to sunset. Hopefully we see something before that. That's not too far away though. I expect it to be slow for different reasons. The river just came up a little bit. It was closer to 10 something, and now it's just a little over 11, so about a foot. We had lots and lots of bad weather all over the place from here to up there. Got very, very dirty water. So yeah, I don't know if we've had a shift in the temperature down here because of the weather. A shift in the water temperature is possible. It's just things are never really that great when the river is this dirty. But given the time of year, the reason why it's not an absolute deal breaker is because we're right before the catfish start to spawn. There could be some spawning already because it's almost warm enough, just nearabouts, right? It's 68, 69 degrees, something like that, maybe even 70. I haven't checked today, but 75, definitely. When it gets to 75 degrees, we're definitely gonna have catfish spawning. So we still have a lot of cats in their pre-spawn activity. They're feeding like crazy. So we should see something. It's just, for a lot of reasons, not so good when it's dirty like this. One of the reasons to point out is the fact that the bait don't like to come close in right after a lot of horrendous weather, and we had that this week so far. Not a lot of bait in front of me. I got a couple little tiny shrimp. This is a one-aught octopus. So far, just 2 ounces of lead. It's a dropper loop. I'm not going to fish it far out. Hopefully 2 ounces is fine if I pick the closer good spot, the good close spot. You know what I mean? As long as I don't get it too far out, it's not going to be a problem. They're going to drift into the way of the whiskers rod. To give you an idea, see these willows right out here, these young ones? We want to put this just right there in front. There's a current seam coming through there. I think it's likely that something will be traveling through that current seam and pick this up. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Only have a few shrimp, and there's not a lot of shrimp in front, so we'll switch to night crawler soon, likely. There we go. Ooh, a little bit of a fighter. Nice. There we go. There we go. Nice. That's a good eater size. All right. Believe me, I was tempted, but in the end, I am not in the mood for keeping, not in the mood for cutting fish after this. Yeah, you're right. But I love it when a plan works out. I knew something, I thought it was likely to be this size, an eater size, right? In that first current seam would likely soon be hitting on that shrimp, and it worked out. Nice. About got me right there, but didn't. When that fish hit, I was in the process of switching out the hook on this blue runner rod. A smaller hook, maybe a 3/0, smaller piece of bait, 4 ounces of lead. Everything on here from hook length to main line is 45-pound test coastal brown. One of my subscribers, one of y'all, sent a whole bunch of that line a while ago. Still use it. It's good line. Berkeley. Less shrimp than I thought, so let's do a night crawler at the same location. Got the trumpets of Babylon somewhere behind us racing down the road. Same location for this bait. Oh, we were a little, it went out a little further than I wanted. Got to make sure as it drifts that it doesn't catch on this. There we go, we're good. 3 rods. Okay. This is the big bait. Finally. I'm not sure of the size. Big enough to give us a decent fight while it's in the current, but we got to get him out of that hole there. He's already on the surface. It's looking like a 20-pound class fish is beaver tailing out over there in front of that. Just trying to see the other rod. Oh, he's all the way up against that willow. There he goes. I'm waist deep in the water right now. I think I got my fish past that danger zone there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, come on. He's right here in front of us. Holding tight. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all. Better than what I did yesterday. However, those tacos were good. I enjoyed them. And I wasn't burning this morning when I woke up. Woo. Look at you. Whoa. Yeah. Pissed off a little bit, aren't we? Yeah, 20 pounds. Just full of oats. Full of it. This is kind of an impromptu unhooking mat. I just don't want to get the fish dirty. Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna bother weighing the fish because he's definitely a 20-pound class. Could be shy of it, maybe 17, something like that. Just, it is a good catch for right now, because this might be the biggest fish. Hopefully not, but yeah, you're right. It was a lot of fun, actually. That's why we're showing him off, because he gave us a good time, and we're gonna go home feeling good now. Yeah, you're right. Could have lost this fish in the willows, and I got my butt wet, and I almost lost the fish grips, but I didn't. I didn't lose the fish, didn't lose the fish grips. But yeah, you're right. Let nature do your work for you. There he goes. So it's 6:38 right now. We just let that fish go. Sunset is 7:20 something, almost 7:30. So we have less than an hour. Probably gonna put another bait out. I've been unable to catch cut bait here so far. I don't know how much time I will spend trying to get a cut bait on this session. I have some left, so we'll probably just make do with it. Night crawler. Definitely will say a plan is working out. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looked like flatty color, but maybe not. I don't know. Let's get him up here. That's definitely a nice looking fish for a night crawler. I don't think it's a flathead. Here, twice today. Well, that's a decent blue for a night crawler. Whew, why do I keep losing it? It's got to be about the pockets. Not bad for a night crawler. Not bad at all. That was easy. Third time. Damn. You can stay there. It is almost sunset. I'm gonna go ahead and take off. Hey, thanks for watching and all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.